The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going on runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy, and that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back. He's bringing it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Tongue Union's got it on the out route.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Seven, our score after 1. Now Jones. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some room to roam now. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Penalty heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we'll step aside.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Prescott from the gun.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers again now. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Crosby with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They'll get this to about the 38.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goy. Crosby on now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards down to the 13.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Play action. Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas,